What's up guys, David from David Does, and today we're starting this YouTube channel off with an exercise vid. Now, as an exercise physiologist, I believe that everyone should be doing some form of physical activity throughout the week. That being said, I haven't trained properly for the past 5 months, so I'm using this video as motivation to get myself back into a routine. The exercise modality that I've chosen is a gym routine. I started off in a gym and really enjoyed it, but I have chosen to do a few different types of exercise over the past couple of years, and at the moment I'm just keen for a gym setting again. So with this, I'm going to sign up to a gym. I've also booked myself in for a DEXA scan. Now, a DEXA gives me body composition results because I want to be able to show where I'm at the moment and then give you potentially an update in the next couple of months. I'm going to set some goals, look at the results, come up with a program, and then we're going to start training. So, let's get going.
Good morning. We are at Physique Science today. We're here before we start our fitness journey to get our information about body composition. So what we want to find out is mainly body fat percentage and lean muscle mass. We'll get information like height and weight as well, and then also an added bonus of getting information about any muscular discrepancies we might have. So for example, knowing that your right forearm is chunkier than your left forearm for some reason. But yes, that's what we're going through today, and then we're going to sit through the results. Alright, let's go.
What's up guys, we are back at home. So we're going to look at the results, then we're going to come up with some goals and make a plan. So, first things first, this is my 4th DEXA scan. So I do have access to the previous results, and the first one that I did was back in 2017. Okay? Any of the things that I talk about, I will put up here so that you can see as well. So, the two things that I'm most interested in are body fat percentage and lean muscle mass. What has changed? The last scan that I did was 1.5 years ago, and since then I did train quite hard prior to my wedding, and then I did no training for like 5 months. The first thing we're going to look at is body fat percentage, so total body fat percentage. My results show that currently I'm 21.8%, and my previous score, or my previous scan rather, was 20.8. So I have gone up by 1%. The fat mass, which I guess is the amount in grams, shows that there was an increase of 400 grams of fat, which I think is manageable and we can deal with. The sadder part is my lean mass results. So between the 1.5 years between the scans, I managed to lose 2 kilos of muscle mass. So that'll be a bit harder to gain, I think, but I think we can still do it. With the DEXA scan, you also get a scan that shows you an image that highlights your muscle, fat, and skeleton. I'm going to place that just here. So you will be able to see the results. You can say from my first scan in 2017, I was lean and fit. I worked in a gym, so all I did was train. And that has gradually got worse and worse. So, from these results, I have 2 goals. I'm turning 30 this year, and I would love to get down to 15% body fat. I don't know how realistic that is. I think I can do it, but I will have to put in the work now. The other the other goal is to maintain a lower than 20% body fat for the rest of my life. Foreseeable future, I want to be training, doing some kind of activity every day, to make sure that I don't go over 20% again. So, with those two goals, I have signed up to a gym and I have come up with a bit of a program. At the moment, my plan is I want to do 3 sessions a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I would like to do at least 20 minutes of cardio during each session because I have been very slack with my cardio. And I want to split it with a legs on a Monday, cardio conditioning on a Wednesday morning, and then probably some heavier lifts on a Wednesday afternoon. I'll explain that in a second. And then Friday's going to be cardio and upper body exercises. The reason I've done a conditioning on a Wednesday plus a kind of heavy lift in the evening is because I have a mate who is not very flexible with his training and always trains on a Wednesday. So I kind of want to join him. It's good fun. So I will be trying to continue that as well. Now, my sessions will change over the course of the next 9 months, which is the time frame, 8 months actually, which is the time frame I have before my 30th birthday. So, I think the big hurdles to overcome is making sure that I get the sessions in. I'm planning to do these before work, so early morning sessions, and then it's the diet. I think the diet's going to be the most important thing in order to, lose body fat and maintain some semblance of muscle. But those are the goals, that's the plan. Now, all I have to do is do it.
All done for today, finished up the first week, feeling sore, got the session in, got climbing tonight, looking forward to that. Can't wait to see how I go with the transformation, and I will see you next time.